my camera is not positioned correctly because I recently removed it.
You removed your camera, or you just moved it?
I removed it because I had to borrow it to someone. Hello.
Wait, did you say I had to borrow it to someone?
Yes.
Oh God, different parts of the country are weird.
Just adjusting it here. I have
I
to
would
make
just
it
say
so that like
lent.
my head is not too high, but I also like to really like lean close into the screen sometimes, and then like the bottom of
Yeah,
my face
I
gets
like
cut
seeing your
off.
pores. I like it whenever I can see each individual hair on your forehead.
Oh yeah, I have lots of them. Um. Anyhow, hello, welcome.
Hi.
We are a short one player, but we're playing today. This is session number 21. Let's get a recap
Already, oh my God.
going.
Feels like just yesterday. When we first started this, I was still living in the RV. And here I am, not living in
You
an
started
RV.
playing this game when you were living in an RV?
Yeah, I was technically homeless.
Epic.
And now I'm still kind of homeless, but a little cooler.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Also, you have been chosen, sir.
I have. Okay, I was expecting this actually, weirdly. All right. Hi, everyone. This is August. So as for a recap, Danny and Dermo decided, hey, wouldn't it be great to create a demon pact to Zeros? And not only did Zephylos decide, hey, we're going to make a demon pact, but he also swore his life to Dermo, which is kind of insane. And so now they got to live, but at the cost of their Garaho brethren. The moment that the deal was made, the Garaho realized that now there was no bipartisan decision to be made and that they were no longer benefited by sticking around, and so they left. And Zephylos and Dermo made their way towards the city of Canifis in search of some new party members to assist them in their current quest, in which they met, well, before they even met anyone, they saw a brutal murder in the middle of the streets of Canifis, perpetrated by a Lord Vanstrom or something like that, some super powerful looking dude. He was a vampire, right?
In the village?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, Lord
He was a vampire.
Malik.
Oh, Malik, yeah. He murdered a dude or a lady in the streets, just straight dead. And that is when our heroes learned of the blood ties that are expected of the members of Canifis and I'm sure other places in Morytania. And at the same time, while inspecting the fresh wounds, they met two new faces of Jared and Oz. I don't know his full name. He has a really long name. It's just Oz. And in learning of them, they also learned, holy cow, these guys are a little cray-cray, but that's all right. And then they took a body to a morgue, and they made Dermo and Zephylos carry it, which is kind of like a really big power play, and I respect it, but also like, damn. I think that's pretty much it for that day. I mean, we spent a lot of time in the character creation menu. It's like when you start a new Oblivion playthrough and you have to like make sure the nose is perfect and you never see the face again.
We had a nice chill session yesterday where we were just messing around, getting stuff done more so than just actually
You ever do
playing.
that though? Like when you make a new Skyrim playthrough or like Oblivion and you spend so long in your character creation menu and you never ever see your character again because you never play in third person.
True. Yeah.
Really, you're just customizing how good your hands look because that's all you're gonna see.
Whether you realize it or not, yeah.
I
So,
play in third person just because I don't want to be wasted.
What was happening immediately as we ended? I think the
We
four
had just
characters were
gotten
having
the
a
body-
discussion.
Yeah, we had just had the body inspected at the morgue, or the Undertaker, and then they left and we're just kind of chit-chatting about, like, who they are and what's going on in this area.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Let me add some more music to this playlist.
I
'cause it's
believe
already getting
Jared's the
very
crazy
repetitive.
one, right? He's the one who's definitely more unhinged.
He seemed kind of high energy based on your first meeting with him.
Yeah, he was way too hard on about death. And then Oz was, I guess, what you consider more of like the normal dude. Just kind of like, hey, this sucks, but... Oh, and we also learned, Dermo and Zephylos learned that all inhabitants of Morytania, as far as we can understand, cannot cross the River South. But there are potential ways to escape the Morytania area by sailing that has not been fully explored.
Kind of.
Well, I mean, it's a theoretical at this stage. I wonder what would happen if they like put on a scuba suit and filled it with like Morytania water and then went through the river south, because like then their body's never touching the river. You know what I mean? Like the water inside the suit's keeping out the new water. You know?
I mean, by that logic, just build a boat.
No. See, this is important though. We have to have some Navy SEAL vampires.
Navy SEAL vampire marines.
Yeah. You know that? I don't know if you guys ever saw it, but like there used to be an old advertisement for the like U.S. Army or whatever, and it was pretty much like these dudes just kind of coming out of the water with like their guns and shit. It's like trying to look cool, and that's what I imagine. But they're just vampires holding like wooden stakes and shit like that or something, silver sickles or something.
Okay, why don't we pick up on the conversation that was being had in the, was it just in the middle of the town? I thought it was indoors before, but then we said that
It may have
was
still
not.
been inside the Undertaker. I don't remember if we ever left the Undertaker, but we were conversing in there during a portion of it. And that's when Zephylos and Dermo were carrying the body for them, because Jared was kind of just like whatever about it. He just like tried to have the conversation with the Undertaker as if they'd been like buddies.
And then we were gonna go get drinks or something.
Sit down at the hair of the dog or something like that.
All right. So, I'll place you guys there then. You head on over to the local tavern. There is but one in the small village, which is indeed called the Hair of the Dog.
Oh yeah, lore.
Those of you, the one of you that is familiar with this village, know that the local specialty is moonshine.
Moonshine?
They have literally just their specialty, and they have a single other ale, and that's it.
Just to verify, are you talking about moonshine like the real world equivalent, or is this just called moonshine?
It's certainly called moonshine.
What is the alcohol by volume? Because real life moonshine will not be out. I think I need to order one.
That is for you to find out.
Oh no!
As far as I know, like out of character, they might just call it that because werewolf.
Right. That's what I was wondering.
I think it's just a nickname.
Because I've had real moonshine, and I don't remember that
drink
night.
that they drink.
All right. So we have Oz with us today, and Jared is going to be played by Oz, or is he going to be like the silent protagonist here?
I think he's just going to be silently following along today.
Just smiling creepily.
He's got a sore throat.
Yeah.
The
He's just gonna be smiling and nodding like the
lost his voice.
He's been smoking too much. Yeah, so he used one of those like little vibrators on his throat that makes noise. Dermo's absolutely gonna order one of these moonshines.
Okay. It is a, 2 copper pieces for a drink.
How could they? How could they charge me so much?
How dare they charge so
I'll
much?
pay for the whole round for everyone. I'll order everyone a moonshine.
Wow. How generous.
I know, I'm crazy. I know.
Oh, nod and thanks.
You're never gonna financially recover from this.
Yes.
Is that meme?
Yes,
There's a
that's
meme
the
that says that, but
tiger.
I don't know what it's from.
It's from the tiger thing. Tiger. What's that show called? Not Tiger
King?
Lord.
Oh, I'm muted. It's
King.
Tiger Prince or Tiger King. Yeah.
Tiger
I
King.
never heard
Yeah.
Have I been muted this whole time?
Yeah.
I haven't
have
heard you
been.
say anything in like 5 minutes.
Yeah, you have been completely muted.
Ah,
But yeah. His wife murdered him or something like that.
Badge.
All those amazing jokes we're never gonna know happened.
He was actually saying some of the most banger lines.
He's like divulging the inner thoughts and feelings of his character.
No, he was just saying some really fucked up stuff behind the scenes. Some really good. He was muted on accident.
Would have gotten us banned.
Yeah. We would have been taken down immediately.
I'm sad now. It's okay. My jokes weren't that funny, I assure you all.
Oh, thank God. I was worried
swear,
we missed out on some really solid lines.
All those times I cut you off is because I couldn't hear you, I swear.
Yeah.
We heard you the whole time. We just didn't laugh once because they're so bad.
Clearly.
The bartender then takes your money, comes back with the is it four drinks, places them on the counter for you, and he's like eyeing you in a
Quick question: How many people are in
suspicious
this
way.
establishment? Is it just us four, or are
Good
there
question.
like some
You see only a few other people sitting around. There is a pair of women on one side. There's a guy sitting alone by himself on the other. There's another guy sitting by himself. Not a lot of people right now because I think it's morning still, if I'm remembering. Or maybe it's like only afternoon. I think you guys rested like right here.
Yeah, it should be relatively
right
early.
There, so then it would have been. Well, no, actually, it would be afternoon.
Sure, we'll call it afternoon.
We'll call
Definitely
it afternoon.
at the exact time when you're allowed to have alcohol.
Not a lot of people sitting about, but there's a couple.
I'll order for them too. Fuck it.
He hands you
they need some help.
With the strangers.
Yeah, I'll send a round around.
Oh, okay. He hands you all the extra drinks. He's been eyeing you suspiciously the whole time, the bartender.
That's fair.
Similar to the way that the other people in the town had previously as he entered.
Can I get him canceled for being racist?
He looks at you and he's like, so what the hell are you anyway?
I'm an Arab. Or no, sorry, Gobi.
Oh, he's broken character.
Aha! You got me. It's only taken 22 sessions.
Gobi, huh?
Gobi smash.
He just lets out a little humph.
Smashes the fourth wall.
He's not going to complain too much though, because you literally did just walk in and buy 8 drinks.
I don't care. I'll buy 2 of them each. I don't care.
So then he's like, okay, it's gonna be 16 copper pieces.
So I just put 4 silver down just to cover any time we need refills or anything.
4 silver is like oh, that's a lot. Yeah, so you place the silver coins onto the counter, and he looks down at them and he like reaches to pick them up, and then he like pulls his hand back. He's like, what is that?
Consider it a tip and coverage for any drinks or necessities.
No. What are these coins? Are these silver coins? Get these out of here.
What would you rather, just copper?
Oh my God, are you stupid? Silver is illegal. We use mithril here. What are you, dumb?
Oh, is it? I'm new. I'm sorry.
Get those out of here.
I'll immediately scoop them up.
So Oz and Jared, but he's not here, would know this, and this is a thing that I've made up. Is that silver is an illegal material? They use mithril in place of silver coins.
That's noteworthy. Can I try to think of a good reason as to why it would be banned in such a way?
You probably already know. Actually, would you know?
It wouldn't
Has
happen to be
has
related.
it been mentioned yet?
Well, I have Wolfbane, and I know it's like a werewolf killing weapon, and I know it's
Right.
silvered out to hell.
Yeah, actually, yeah. Make the check. Oz probably wouldn't need to do it, but Zephylos would.
What is the check?
Oh,
History, nature, arcana.
Nature. Yes. You are aware that silver is believed or is known to be particularly effective against vampires and some other creatures. And so it would make sense for, if vampires are in control here, for them to make it an illegal substance. I don't want to say substance because it sounds funny. Material.
Could Dermo lean into the barkeep and ask, do you accept gold?
Yes, that would be fine.
Would you be able to make change?
Yeah.
Okay.
It says with an exasperated sigh.
Okay.
You just handed him a $100 bill and said, "I want ones."
Right.
I have 6 mithril back, or whatever the equivalent of a silver would be. 6 of the general used mid-tier currency.
Yeah,
and you
right.
keep the rest as a tip, and as for continued rounds as we drink through the day, as long as it does not exceed the cost, of course.
Yeah, I'll let you know when you do. He hands you the 6 mithril coins and takes your 1 gold.
I will stash that away with my other ones, remembering to put them in a separate pouch, and I'm going to actually separate my silver into a separate one of my many dangling pouches, and I'll put the mithril in with my other commonly used currency. Because as you know, Dermo has like pouches and pockets all over, just like hanging off of them. And,
druid things.
Yeah. Yes, absolutely. So where he keeps his money is now gold, mithril, and copper.
You now have the 8 mugs of moonshine.
Okay. I'll try to find for us to sit like a little bit more of a cornered off, secluded area of the bar.
Sure. Yeah. There's a table in the back corner. Like I said, it's not too busy.
Yeah.
So you should be able to keep mostly to yourselves.
Yeah.
This place is also an inn, although a small one. So you could also purchase a room.
What? Excuse me. What are the prices of rooms at the inn here?
Well, it's gonna be 7 mithril a night, sir.
Per person or per room or?
Per person.
Per person. Okay. Thank you. I'll let you know if that becomes a necessity.
Mm-hmm.
So Oz, where do you stay around these bars?
I'm been out of town for a while. I'll be bunking with my parents.
Good choice.
I'm very curious about this whole. I'll kind of eye where I saw your silver coin, the pocket, whatever pocket your silver coins went back into. Where you're from, I was not aware there was anywhere that used silver coin.
Yeah, I wasn't sure of a difference before this moment either. So I guess we're both in a bit of a surprise.
They're fairly common where I come from.
Really? That sounds like a recipe for disaster.
Well, it's only disaster when it's fuck.
Oh.
It's yeah, haha,
God damn
RuneScape
it.
pun. Got
Fucking
him.
got me.
You just got the RuneScape equivalent of Lake Mud. But yeah, Zephylo
Yeah,
says
we don't have many vampires or werewolves in our parts.
yeah, it's less problematic when our coins don't boil our flesh upon touch.
I would say so.
Well, it depends on how hot the coins get, of course. I don't want to say that we're invulnerable to it.
No silver coin. You use silver coins. That's a new one to me.
Now, these mythical coins, are they more durable than the silver in any way? Do they feel better made or worse made? Is there anything notable difference-wise, or is it pretty much? I'm asking DM and obviously conversing with Oz. I'm like,
I mean, it would be hard to tell with just your hands.
Silver is.
So you're saying it's still circular? It's still it matches the same consistency I'd be expected, or?
Yeah, I mean, it has a different design, but it's about what you would expect a coin to look like.
I think silver is a pretty weak metal.
Yeah, silver is not a very sturdy metal. But again, like you probably wouldn't be able to just like squish it with your fingers and be able to tell. You'd have to like really hit it with something.
Oz, would you like a silver? I know it's illegal, and sometimes people like carrying illegal items as a keepsake or as a little nod to the law. I mean,
I'll pass, but thank you.
I've heard there are lands where they don't allow people to carry herbs with them. It's strange to me.
I've never touched silver in my life. I don't intend to start now.
Yeah, it's not a very fun substance. I mean, honestly, people will kill each other over it in our parts.
I can, yeah, same here. For different reasons, I'm sure.
Put it in lager, as a cheer, Even across borders, we're not so different.
People
So
are pretty much the same wherever you go, I think.
I think we have to talk about what's going on here, so that we're in the same understanding. I feel like we're on a mission. Nothing too major. Just to come over and scout, understand what's going on, and gather information. But nothing like a spy per se. More so as Zephylos, what would you call us? Emissaries?
Well, I mean, the correct definition is we're overglorified mercenaries, really. But
Sorry. I feel like mercenary sounds like we're going to kill someone, though. So far, we haven't killed too many.
An eyebrow raised.
You see, these lands here in the East are not really well documented by our people. Much how, like, the people here don't cross over the river. Mostly because, I assume, because you can't. We choose not to, for the most part. However, yeah, it seems to be a well-placed one. I spent quite a time here. But there was a temple on the river that had been breached by a vampire. So things are starting to cross over. And so that's been brought to our attention.
How did the vampire cross the river?
No idea. He was
Oh,
accompanied
Vampire
by.
King. We're not sure if it's a full-fledged vampire or not, but it definitely showed a lot of resemblances to those that we call vampires over the river.
Yes, we've actually fought another vampire, but we've read his journal and we learned that he was there before most of our civilization was. So he's been there a while.
Yeah.
This one was on our side of the river and
Freshly.
was accompanied by maybe half a dozen cultists. Perhaps they performed some foul magic to spirit him over, but we don't know for
I
certain.
wouldn't call it foul. We don't know if they were horrible people or not.
There were Zamorans.
Zephylos. We may not want to insult if they are within this belief system, if you understand.
Zamorak is a very popular god on, apparently on this side of the Salve. It doesn't sound like you're very fond of him.
He has a bit of a bad rep where we're from.
I see.
Documentation has stated many things, and so we only know what we've been told, of course. But the thing we've learned about traveling and about other people is that information seems to get dissected and dissolved and moved around depending on the purposes in which it's necessary to be shared.
So how did you kill this vampire? Most who come into contact with them don't survive.
Skill. Efficiency. Teamwork.
4-on-1 made it a lot easier, yeah.
Advantage in numbers was certainly maybe a factor.
The fact he was about 3,000 years old made it also very easy. Geriatrics are, generally speaking, weaker.
There is tale of vampires here just as old, if not older, who are far from frail. They're at their peak.
We got lucky. I'll say that. That's the easiest answer here. We got very, very lucky. This vampire also seems to have been feasting off of cattle and weak farm hands. So he probably wasn't getting the best nutrition. I feel like his diet could have been a little better. So that definitely.
Speaking of farm animals, where is Bob?
I carried him with us
because
when we
you
left.
have just brought. I just realized that you
Sheep
brought
among
a
wolves.
sheep into a town of wolves.
Okay, big answer. So I found a wolf while traveling, and now Bob is wearing a wolf pelt to resemble a
Oh
baby wolf.
my god!
I didn't put all this money into it for her to die now.
There is zero chance.
I don't know. He would have still been with me if anyone had said anything or anything like that. But again, I'm a giant monster carrying the sheep, so it's possible they would assume, you know what I mean? They might assume that he is mine to dissect and eat. I don't know.
Yeah,
But if
honestly, they
necessary,
probably
I can make
think you're
sense,
like
yeah.
bringing him around to slaughter.
Right,
for
that's what I was
later.
thinking. 'Cause he's always over my shoulder.
And so
it's not
I'm
like
actually gonna say that like nobody's gonna bother you here for now.
I'm also a giant monster, which makes
Someone
it a lot
will
easier.
probably make a comment about it though.
After they see me
Anyhow.
for 3 months carrying this sheep around, they're like, why hasn't he died yet?
Anyway, sorry, continue.
I just imagine Bob is on my shoulder just staring Oz in the eye, just like, every so often.
My parents might be interested in buying that one off your hands.
Oh, well, it depends on how much they're willing to spend. This one's very special to me. But I'll present it on the table. I'll jokingly like nudge him with my head. The sheep, not Oz. That'd be weird.
So back to your
I'm
mission
impressed with your I don't mean to sound rude, but your ambition to be so open with us, generally speaking, those who do not share birth rights don't always get along instantaneously. So I do appreciate your willingness to be cordial.
As I recall, you approached me.
Right, which is what I'm saying. You could have easily said, "Get away from me, freak," and but I appreciate you not saying that.
From the other side of the salve, you are a topic of interest.
Well, as long as you don't suck too much of my blood, I don't mind. Zephylos might be able to give it freely. He seems to be able to throw blood around like it's candy.
Look at Zephylos. You might, if that's true, you might be a friend of the vampire here.
I am no friend of the vampires.
All right.
Zephylos, 10 out of 10 charisma checks.
He's like, haha, yes, no.
Yeah, it's like the
No.
instance when someone says, "Hey, how's your day?" and you say, "Thank you," and you just walk away.
So just so I understand, you're here to figure out how the vampire got across the river?
Generally speaking, yes. We want to make sure that if this is a planned invasion, that it's known about, and if it's not a planned invasion, what is going on to cause vampire attacks across our side of the South. Or perceived, should I say, perceived attacks across the South. I want to be very careful with my words because all the information we have is coming from a biased source.
The vampires are known for taking what they desire, whether it is freely given or not.
Sounds like my ex-wife.
If they have managed to get across the salve, it is no wonder that they are attempting to establish a foothold there. I'm sure they would love to get their teeth into some fresh necks that have never paid a tithe.
Now, just so that I don't step on any toes or whatever you attach to your leg, it seems as though your affiliation is not familial with these vampires, but more of a subservience or a necessity.
Like I said, they take what they want. Or kill you where you stand, as you saw.
Right. I just want to make sure that I don't say something offensive to the vampire kind and that you find offense in it. So, of course, I choose my words very carefully.
Most that are not already vampires have a loose truce at best. Werewolves here in Morytania are at peace with the vampires. Humans are considered servants to both vampire and werewolf.
Who are you subservient to then?
What was the question again?
Who are you subservient to then? As a human, you seem you stated that you are subservient to either werewolves or vampires. Which are you affiliated to directly? Are you subservient to the vampires since they take your blood type, or are there werewolves who control you?
It is not so cut and dry. when a werewolf commands a human to do something, the human is expected to do it. When a vampire makes a demand, it is likewise expected to be followed. When a vampire makes a demand of a werewolf, it is expected to be carried out.
Okay. Like an army.
What?
Oh, I'm not sure if you have those here. We have militaries where we're from, in which the same thing happens, but more so honorary titles more than bloodline.
Yes, the vampires are the top of the food chain.
Now,
So,
who... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Well, I'm just trying to think. Speaking of the head of the food chain, who runs the show for the vampires? Who's the top? Who's the king?
That would be Lord it's Draken, right? He's the...
The name Lord Draken would be widely known to anyone that lived here. His first name, not so much.
Okay.
But it is a name that would send fear into the eyes of anyone that were to.
It's like King Charles' first name is King.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, that would be Lord. I'll kind of glance around, make sure nobody is.
Voldemort.
It's Rocket.
We're gonna get the frozen stuff, and then we'll bring in this up later. Won't get your same thing. I apologize. I was speaking to my wife quickly.
He commands all of the vampires. It's the Lord of all of Morytania.
And I take it he resides in the southeast, in a land known as Darkmire?
Yes, that is his seat of power, and where most of the vampires dwell.
It was one of the only settlements I could find any lore upon when I was researching this continent prior to coming.
It's one of the very few settlements still standing. Canifis is probably the next largest. There's I can never remember which one is Morton or Bergderot the one that's actually inhabited.
I mean, neither of them are really inhabited. You probably wouldn't know about Bergderot unless you had been like a Meyerditch refugee. Morton, maybe, probably, I guess.
I always get the two confused, flip flops. Which is
Morton is the one with the in the game with the afflicted.
Okay.
Bergderot is like the refugee village.
Okay.
He probably also would be familiar with Port Phasmatis.
Okay.
Other than that, probably nothing else, honestly, because there isn't much else.
Yeah. So there's Morton, which is sparsely inhabited, if you can consider them inhabitants. There's also Port Phasmatis, which is inhabited by ghosts. Aside from that, there's not really very many settlements. I don't think there is any others. So it's mostly the vampires of Darkmire come out and collect their tithe from Canifis, primarily, and their own citizens in Mireditch.
Right. Hmm. Well, this is very informative, to say the least. And how do you, being a local, how do you feel about vampires? I mean, you just watched one of them rip a town member into pieces, drain them dry. How's that bode with you?
I'll kind of scratch my beard, looking off different direction a little bit. They're very authoritarian. Not exactly my cup of tea.
Right.
I would imagine that having already killed a couple of vampires, you probably aren't wild about them, or at least wild about them invading your homeland.
I want to be very transparent with you, because you've been likewise with us. I have a bit of a grudge with the vampire, and they've wronged my people in the past. So long ago, in fact, most have forgotten about it, but I haven't. And now, once more, they're becoming relevant in my life. So, I have a bit of a bone to pick. As I said, I'm no friend of the vampires.
I think you might find very like-minded attitude amongst most humans in Morytania. Whether or not they would have the courage or foolishness to do something about it is a different story.
At this point, one of the men that you guys had, or I guess Dermo specifically, had given a drink to, comes and he wobbles on over closer to your table. A middle-aged man with sort of messy brown hair and a medium unkempt beard, holding the empty mug that he was given. And he says, "Hey, thanks for the drink. It was nice of you. I've I'm overhearing your conversation, but nobody's friends with the vampires. There's nobody can really do anything about it. It sucks."
We understand that completely from where we're from.
You
Yeah,
better watch your tongue, Donnie. Don't say that too loud in around the wrong ears.
yeah. There's no vampires in here. It's just us, and and Jod, you know, he points over to the barkeeper, who like he like eyes him like with a little bit of a grimace. He's like, I don't know. Like I said, nobody's got the.
So we also have God here.
Jod.
Yeah. We have Garrett and John and God.
Yeah. He then leans in really close, and you can smell the moonshine in his breath. But he says, you know, but there is like this one group of crazy idiots that I heard about that are trying to do stuff, but you know, you ask me, it's hopeless.
What is this group you speak of?
They're called Mycelia. No, Meyer Key. That's what they call themselves. The Meyer Key.
So are they related to? Are they related to mushrooms? Then?
No.
Urban legends to inspire hope.
You think so? No, I heard they were real.
Well, you know, religion is no different than urban legend. It just depends on how many people believe it.
At this point, the barkeep that you now know is named Jod. He gives like a little chuckle. He's like, Meyer Key. I heard they were dead.
If they even existed to begin with.
Rover? Is that what the actual barkeeper's name is? I don't fucking know.
No, Rover is the guy who does the bar.
Hang on, I'm wikiing this.
Yeah, dog.
Right, yeah.
God dang it. Maybe he's an assistant barkeep and Rovar is on break. He does the evening shifts when it's more busy.
Right, of course.
Obviously.
Honestly, everyone works at the bar. Literally, everyone in the city has a job there. They just take turns, you know.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I say like. So, what are they? Some type of resistance fighters? Is that it?
If
something,
the rumors are
something like that, yeah.
They their goal is to overthrow the vampire overlords.
It seems like they're doing a fantastic job, may I say.
They've done about as much good as the gods these days.
Well, if there's one thing I've learned from my line of work, can't expect God to do all the work. That's why we're here.
Hey, listen. You wanna find out the truth? I heard that there was a man that can tell you more about him, where they're hiding. They're hiding somewhere. You know, they can't be out in the open. There's a guy in Morytania. No, Morton. There's a man in Morton named Cyrus or something. And if you find him, he can tell you. That's what I heard.
And who did you hear this from?
Oh, a very reliable source.
I'm sure.
Hey man, it's up to you. I can't make you do nothing. That's just what I heard.
Well,
all right, Johnny.
Hey, Jod, can I get another one? He stumbles over back to the bar. When's Rovar coming in?
Same, Donnie. Same. I look over to Oz and I say, how much merit do you think that person's claims have?
He's you know how some people are. They will believe anything that gives them hope, no matter how far-fetched it may be. And he's had a couple of drinks.
Right. All true and fair. Tell me about this Morden, then. I'm not familiar with the local geography.
It's a pretty small settlement. Pretty much just straight south from here through the Mortmire Swamp. There's, last I heard, a handful of people living there, maybe.
Well, I mean, no one really lives there. It seems like an excellent place for a secret rebellion to be housed.
Essentially, probably not a lot of places to hide. When because believe you and me, the vampires catch wind of a rumor like that. First thing they're gonna do is go do a full sweep of Morton, if they haven't already.
Vampires aren't omniscient or omniscient.
That is true.
Perhaps there is something to be found there.
Anything is possible.
Right. Well, as I said, my friend and I are investigating such things, and perhaps the secret of why vampires are crossing the river is known to these resistant fighters. Perhaps if they've dedicated their lives to fighting vampires, they have information on them that's relevant to us. So I think my associate and I would be quite interested in investigating.
Well, if you plan on going on such a fool's errand, you're gonna need help getting through the swamp. Just so happens that my schedule in the immediate future is cleared up. I could escort you down there and maybe prevent you from saying the wrong thing to the wrong vampire.
I suppose we could always use more hands on deck. Now, I'll just need to speak with my friend here, Dermo, for a moment.
I'll turn to talk to Jared to see if how Jared feels about this, accompanying these two while they're talking.
I'll whisper to Dermo and say, this all seems very convenient, don't you think?
What specifically? The secret underground alliance trying to overthrow the vampires, or that we found the only two people worth talking to in the entire city on our first try, or that this moonshine is entirely terrible?
Something about it all. These two are very friendly, which is fine. But you know, we just so happen to get a lead to some abandoned town that might have a super secret resistance force. And now we're being offered to be escorted into an abandoned swamp with an abandoned village where no one will be around to find whatever it is we're looking for.
Oh, Zephylos. What happened to your sense of adventure?
I am adventurous, but I am cautious.
I'm playing. No, absolutely. Things line up weirdly, it seems, in our storyline. Situations where someone writes in a notebook minutes before we kill them exactly the next step within the puzzle. It's strange, but sometimes you just have to see leads for what they are. Situational occurrences that, for some reason, line up perfectly exactly all the time, and use this information to make a justified answer. And for us, maybe we should spend a little bit more time talking to the folks around here before we follow our first lead. Maybe there's other leads we could find.
Right. I guess for someone who follows the god of fate, I should be a little bit more open to the concept of determinism.
Dominoes never fall out of line. They always fall dependent on the way they were hit, right? So if you saw a domino fall sideways, opposite of which it was hit, you'd start looking a little bit more at that domino, wouldn't you?
You'd start looking more closely at this moonshine. That's what you do.
Yeah. What's the ABV on this thing?
Yes.
I've had blackberry moonshine one time. I took 3 sips and I woke up somewhere else.
Ew.
I do think that, especially with Garrett being so quiet today, maybe we should spend a little bit more time within the town. We only just arrived here. I don't think it's time for us to leave just yet.
I suppose.
Perhaps we'll meet the next person who'll tell us to go to an abandoned warehouse and bring all of our valuables over the ditch. Maybe there'll be a red portal.
Right. All right, fair. We can accept the hospitality of this pair, but also ask around before we leave.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they'd also like to know some more information. I mean, this one says he's been on vacation, it seems, so maybe he missed out on some important information.
Where do you go on vacation in a shithole like this? That's my question.
He went to the better shit pile.
Did he use the word vacation?
Oh no, I think his exact words were, "I've been out of town for a while."
Dermo's trying to play. I don't know if Zephylos can tell, because I know the other two can't tell, but I'm sure Zephylos can tell. Dermo's being almost uncharacteristic in the way that he speaks. He's being a little bit more jovial and a bit more. I don't know. Like, I feel like Dermo's very logistic and very coded in the way he speaks. He speaks very directly, but the way he's speaking now is almost like how you'd hear a buddy talk to another guy, you know? So I'm sure that Zephylos would pick up on this difference, but the other two shouldn't yet. They don't know him enough yet.
Right. Well, Zephylos doesn't think much of it at the moment. There's a lot of reasons he can chalk it up to. Maybe Dermo just doesn't want to lose more party members. Maybe
Dermo wants to lose all the party members. Don't get it wrong.
But, yeah. Okay, yeah, Zephylos will look back to Oz and say, alright, well, we're certainly open to this. We did, however, want to talk with more of the locals first and try to do as much information gathering as we can before we leave Canopus.
Zephylos, should he maybe come with us to soften the shells of those that we may speak to?
You are more than welcome to.
I'm sure a friendly face would incur more loose lips, if that makes sense.
Jared and I have an errand to run, but we can catch up with you in a little bit.
Are you buying drugs again?
That is Zach excusing himself for a moment.
No problem. Okay. Danny. Right, Danny. Zephylos. I'm gonna nudge him on the shoulder in a way. As like a, hey, let's kind of like skedaddle. I'm gonna do a little nudge and scoot out of the chair and stand up with the wooden staff I've been using. Mm-hmm. And with my body weight, that moonshine would have done next to nothing, right?
Probably.
Okay.
It's stronger than an average ale, but you are huge.
Right. Yeah, so I'm gonna continue as if I'm sober, but if I had continued drinking, I would have, loosened up a bit.
Certainly.
So yeah, I'll nudge him and go ahead and head towards the door.
Yeah, the Zephylos will follow. He keeps nervously looking down at his bag, realizing he has a lot of contraband with him, i.e. the freaking Werewolf Slayer 3000.
Yeah. That is worse than contraband.
Yeah, so he'll not swing that one around. But yeah, he'll walk out.
You'll notice that he's eyeing his coin purse and stuff like that.
Would other people notice?
No, with Dermo specifically, because he always.
Would Dermo notice?
Close.
Would Dermo notice that other people?
No. Would Dermo notice Zephylos inquisitively looking at his own coin purse?
Depends on how obvious he's being.
Zephylos, are you hiding this from me?
I'd like to think. Well, no, and he's not looking at your coin purse. He's looking at his own.
I meant would Dermo notice Zephylos looking at his as in Zephylos' own items with a even remotely worried or questionable look?
I like to imagine, much like cartoon or anime logic, like when he has the helmet on, like the Mandalorian T shape that is his visor is like completely like shadowed out, so like his face isn't very visible. So I like to imagine that like his looks are a lot more subtle.
Okay. Okay.
Like his helmet will tilt downwards, but he could actually just be looking at the floor and making sure not to trip more than actually just checking himself out,
Okay, absolutely.
Because I know that when I was LARPing and I'd wear a helmet, I'd be looking down half the time, because like that kills your field of view.
Yeah, stepping onto or over things could be impossible.
Yeah. But yeah, once they're out of the bar and in Canifis proper, he'll kind of not whisper, but he's speaking in a hushed tone, just so his voice isn't carrying the town. And he says to Dermo, he says, "All right, so what's the plan? We're just gonna talk to any local that might be friendly enough to say hi and ask what exactly?"
Well, I mean, it seems the answer pretty obvious. Everyone, I'm sure, has heard the buzz about the murder. So maybe finding out who it was or why she didn't pay this blood tithe would be important information. Could she have possibly been part of these rebels who are trying to stand up to them, or find out more about maybe this abandoned village that they're trying to pull us out to? Alternatively, maybe we could find out more about these resistance members and what their goal is, or maybe some of the bigger names within this vampire hierarchy, who this Lord Draken or Malik is, and what their rotations are. I mean, it'd be important knowing how often we should expect to see them, especially if their faces are not that we want them to be seen.
Okay, those are all fair inquiries. Do I see any like townsfolk person doing I don't know, frontier town labor? Like, is there someone chopping wood or like
Oh
I don't
yeah,
know,
sure.
weaving something? I don't know, whatever the
People
pilgrims did.
people need to do that. It's a small village. They do most of their own work here.
Yeah, okay, I'll go harass a hardworking werewolf.
Hey,
Yes.
very
Okay.
big harassment. No HR yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go walk up to one of them and say,
You
"Hey,
find a guy that is chopping some soggy logs.
nice."
My favorite kind, if you know what I mean.
Uh, but yeah, I'll walk up to him and I'll say, "Hail, uh, we're uh, we're just far travelers and had a couple questions if you could spare some time."
So he's swinging his axe, splitting logs. Thwack,
You walk up to the
thwack,
first guy with the
and
weapon
he
you can find.
yeah, right. Um, and he looks over at you, and kind of raises an eyebrow, keeps doing his thwacking. Um, he's like, yeah, what do you want?
We're curious about the scene that happened here half an hour ago or so.
Mm-hmm.
That Lord Malik, does he come by here often?
Yeah, he runs the town.
Oh. And I mean, I saw him fly off. Where does he stay?
Hmm. Usually he just passes on through. He doesn't live here permanently.
We're actually unfamiliar with the laws of the lands. As I said, we're not from here.
I can see that.
Yeah, what gave it away?
The weird getup.
Yeah.
He like eyes your strange red magic armor.
It should be purple, right? Yours
Is it
dyed
purple?
No, mine is red.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, red like blood. Come on. Not
I
like
was just making
Zamorak.
sure I didn't know which way it
Definitely
was.
not red like Zamorak. It's red like blood.
Here, I'll actually post for August's sake the full picture. It's just a crewer armor from RuneScape.
For even sake,
Yeah.
for August's sake, I am a very intelligent and beautiful person. Okay,
You
Well,
are something.
I am.
what's with
something.
these sheep pictures that it's a sheep in hell? What is this?
It's exactly what I looked up.
Yeah, that's the one.
This is.
You know when you Google sheep in hell, weirdly, that's what you get.
Nice. But yeah, that's his getup.
Interesting.
So yeah, Zephylos will say, we want to know.
He walks around like this full time, and no one says anything.
Well, no.
Oh,
when
he definitely gets looks.
when he what's it called? He only looks like this when he's mage armored. When he's in like a town, he just wears robes. Like he just looks like a generic wizard.
Oh, why did you say that he had his helmet up then?
Well, right now, no. In Canifis, right now, he has his helmet up and he's mage armored. But I'm
Yeah,
saying, like
people
back in
probably don't like
Varrock,
that.
He's not a human, or are you just like? Are you just ready for a fight?
Zephylos doesn't know what Canifis is. He came in here expecting to fight. That's why he's mage armored.
Okay, yeah, you made armored me too, I believe.
And my bird.
Your bird too. Your bird's like.
Oh yeah, that's right. We
Yeah, no.
sent those AI generated bird in armor pictures.
We did. Yeah, no, but like in like Varrock, he'll just wear robes and stuff. But
Like,
like
looks
here,
like the bottom picture more right now.
yeah, because he doesn't have the banner.
Is that banner actually part of your like stuff, or is that?
No, like the bottom picture is the most accurate.
Okay.
Like
okay.
the only thing from the top picture that he'd have that the bottom picture doesn't is he probably wears a cape.
Okay. Yeah, he's that kind of guy, you know.
He has a cloak, right? Yeah, like very much like Batman-esque, I would say, 100%. But yeah, so what's it called? He he says to the werewolf though, that I'm actually quite curious about the laws here, just so I don't break any. That woman was assaulted because she didn't pay a tithe. How frequently are we expected to give this blood tax?
It's every week now.
That seems like a lot of blood, is it not?
Mm-hmm.
Are you okay, like physically?
I'm alive.
Those are two very different things.
Shrugs.
Are we having a therapy session with this random dude?
But how do you feel?
Yeah, we started
How
like.
does that make you feel?
Just feel like, yeah, we understand that you're going through a hard time. Can you tell us more about it?
Yeah, if the reason why she's probably late on her tithes is probably very, I mean, no pun intended, but probably very taxing on the body. Correct?
Yeah.
That's absolutely terrible. This death via exsanguination, is it a common thing? What we witnessed today?
Death via what? He
Exsanguination.
says this.
Yeah, exsanguination, like blood being ripped out of your body in its entirety, you know.
I mean,
Yeah, maybe you should stick to the smaller words.
he more just straight up murdered her.
Yeah. No, he did. I was
a great conversation, may I say. This is a guy who's just trying to do his job, and some guys like detectives walk up.
He's not
like,
stopped chopping the logs,
words.
by the way.
He has big words thrown at him. He's like, "What the fuck is this?"
He's like, "What the hell are you talking about? He just killed her."
We just came to like rural Texas, asking about like GEDs and like different like they're like, "Oh, what now?"
I don't know about no GMO. My
Exactly.
tomatoes are fine.
I don't eat none of that vegan stuff.
It's okay for August to say it. He's in Texas. It's not okay for me to say that. So I'll
I'm
stop.
in Texas, but I'm still not allowed to say it. I'm not a cowboy.
Okay. Sorry. Just one more question. We're only making a pit stop here in Canvas. We're actually thinking of heading through the swamp. We heard of a settlement called Morden. You seem to find the swamp a little bit funny. What's that about?
Yeah, good luck.
What do you mean? Good luck.
You won't even make it halfway. Swamp's cursed.
So, it reminded me of the moon's haunted meme. You know that?
Yeah, I'm familiar.
Oh, that one's fucking funny to me.
Here, I'm getting it. It's actually a good, very relevant meme.
Okay.
A great meme.
Let's see it.
Oh, everyone on stream right now, and if you're watching the VOD in the future, just
I'll preview.
Google Moon Haunted and you'll find it, I promise.
Moon's haunted. Wait.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys are back early. Moon's haunted. Loading a pistol and getting back on the rocket ship Moon's haunted? What?
It's so funny because it's like simplistic humor, you know? It's not trying too hard, it's not a pun, it's just funny for the sake of being funny.
And
Okay.
it is applicable to Destiny, because the moon's also haunted on Destiny, and people made fan art for it.
Right. And so now all we had to do is replace Moon here with Swamp. Swamp's haunted.
Swamp's haunted. Excuse me?
Fox act.
Swamp's haunted. Swamp.
Perfect. See, we are creating in-universe memes within our campaign.
Yes.
Anyways.
What's this about a haunted swamp?
Yeah, no, what do you mean the swamp's haunted?
You actually don't know?
We're from very far away.
He stops for just a moment to let out an exasperated sigh. Look, if you go in there, you'll starve. You'll get lost, you'll starve, and you'll die.
You'll starve twice?
Yes, that's how badly you will starve.
I've gone without dinner once or twice, but is this a magical curse, or is this something more?
How should I know?
You're talking of it. I didn't know if you... Yeah, I don't know.
Alright, well, thank you. It looks like I'll have to talk with my tour guide. Zach, you back?
Yeah.
Alright, I want to seek out Oz.
Okay.
Back at the bar, wherever he said to meet up with him.
He'd probably catch up with you guys shortly.
Yeah.
So, right about now, I guess.
Quickly, even.
We turn around to leave the guy chopping wood, walk 5 steps to the left, Oz is there.
So it sounds like you've been told about the haunted swamp.
Yeah, I was actually ask about that. Seems like a very important detail to leave out.
Yes, so if you go into the swamp, all of your food will rot.
So we've been told, yeah.
Okay. Which is completely...
so your food rotting makes you starve twice.
Well, it's... like, food rots. That's a thing food does. But I'm talking about, like...
Dude,
going
how fucked
from...
would it be if we just lied and been like, oh, is that what happens over here? Like, it's about basic science. Just fucking with them. Like, wait, what?
Like, you got a perfectly raw steak, you take it into the swamp, and in minutes, it is just mold all the way through.
How could that be, though? I mean,
Is-
that must be some powerful magic to be able to do that.
The swamp's haunted.
Has Oz been in the swamp before?
Yes, he
Good
has.
answer, good answer.
Okay. Interesting.
So, what is it haunted by? Does anyone know?
There's a couple rumors. Nobody knows for sure. Some say that they've seen ghosts in the swamp. Other people say that it's just the evil permeates the very bog. And
I like that word, though, bog.
the recently dead just can't handle it. And it consumes them. It consumes the living too, just not as fast.
So if you run out of food, what does it rot? Your body?
Yes.
Oh, no. That's almost as bad as starving twice.
The general tactic is take 3-4 times as much food as you need, and you might be okay
So,
if you don't get lost.
here's a question. Are we technically feeding the haunt in the swamp? I mean, that seems like we're kind of just feeding the monsters.
Yeah, pretty much. It's an offering to keep yourself safe.
Right, right.
Well, hold on. Dermo, can't
Yes,
you
sir.
conjure food with your power?
Generally speaking, yes, but I can only summon a certain amount per day. And the quality, I'm not sure how much they eat, but they may eat just portions or they may, eat the whole thing. Does the rot start from the inside out, or is this a situation where the whole thing is instantaneously turned? I mean, what do we have here?
No, I've never really watched the food rot before. I'm not sure.
So how do you know you just weren't in there for a really long time? Maybe time moves faster there, and instead of ghosts, your time dilation is there.
I don't know. I think food-eating ghosts is a little bit more reasonable than the quantum physics of the swamp being off. I don't know, Dermot. It's a bit of a stretch.
A stretch in the space-time continuum.
Right, food-eating ghosts is normal. Okay.
What? Quantum physics?
Oh,
what?
It's a joke between him and I. We always joke about this.
Sorry, it's wizard talk. My apologies. Right. Okay. So
it's kind of like when you say, "Just like my ex-wife." It's like it's one of those things.
I taught Dermo that one.
I see.
But yes,
You have a lot of ex-wives.
Yes. Okay, so we can bring more food than what we need and hope that whatever remains after the rot would be enough to carry us through the journey. Okay, that's definitely one tactic. As I said, Dermo has the ability to conjure food.
And water.
Certainly delay the issue.
Is there no other permanent solution? Is there... If it's haunted, maybe... I have an idea, but it would actually require us going over the river temporarily.
You know what's interesting is where I'm from, we study herbs quite deeply. We actually have created a pouch that we generally carry called an Ouroboros pouch to protect us from spirits.
Banned.
Banned. Meta.
I know, I'm joking.
Oh, fuck.
Could you imagine we go through the nature spirit quest and he's like, yeah, so you just figure out that like smell and salts, works.
No, Zephylo says, perhaps, like, if it's truly spirits of the damned, we know a priest, and of course, where we come from, the work of spirits is usually better handled by clergymen. So perhaps that priest would have a solution to this problem.
Yes, this priest was in peril, and now maybe he could help us with these nature spirits.
Yeah.
Come on, you got me with the recipe for disaster, so we have to really pull it all the way together.
Listen, guys, we can't dilly-dally too much. We're in search of the Myarchy, okay?
Well, we might even have to aid them. We don't even know yet.
Sure, if you guys want to do that, I'll be here.
Well, it was actually quite dangerous just getting here to Canifis in the first place. If you want, you can follow us to the river. We won't be over it for long. The temple which we talked to the guy is just on the river itself. So it'd be a short half an hour in and out.
Quick in and out adventure, Morty. 20 minutes.
What's that Rick and Morty meme, Just a quick mission and out.
He literally just quoted it.
Is that the whole meme, yeah?
Yeah, I literally just said it.
Oh, okay. I don't know if you guys can tell. I'm not having the best internet tonight.
It's okay.
Oh, thank you.
Sure, why not?
Right, that way we don't have to come back to Canvas, we can just
Yeah,
actually
let's crash to your mom's house.
here's the thing actually. Where is Morden? My map, as you can see, only has 3 locations on it because that's all we could really find out from our own lore on the west side of the river. Like where are we going?
Has he been there before?
I think I would have seen it on a map, but have not been there personally.
Okay, I cannot highlight its location on the map unless he would have a good reason to have like actually been there and navigated to and from there before.
I know the general direction.
But you do know that it is roughly south of Canvas through the swamp.
Yeah, it's generally.
I'll like with did Zephylos pull out the map to show me how little is filled in?
Yes.
I'll like see if I can.
Can you draw over the fog of war? I'm wondering.
Ah.
Oh, it doesn't show up, does it? Wait, what if I draw on it? What if I go like this? Can you see that? No. Dang it.
I was just gonna like circle this humongous area south of Canopus.
It's somewhere on this whole continent.
It's about there.
You know those useless red circles in like images and stuff? It's like that. Just generally randomly placed red circles.
I'm confident I can find it.
It's confidently in one of these 17 locations. Zephylos, would you like to quickly return to the priest just for a moment and see what information he can give us, or would you want to continue speaking to more people?
Well, I think my first priority is if Oz only has a vague idea of where Morden lies, perhaps we can talk with that Donnie person again, who recommended us even going there. Perhaps they have a more in-depth directions.
Oh yeah, Donald, that's right.
Who was this?
The NPC quest giver.
Oh, I don't think I gave him a name.
I think
I started calling him Donnie.
Oh,
Yeah.
you started calling him Donnie. Okay. I was like, I didn't call him Johnny.
Like a colloquial name. His name's like Harold.
christened him, so deal with it.
Watch Donnie doesn't actually care. He answers to pretty much any name. He's like, whatever.
He's usually drunk enough that as long as it sounds like Ani somewhere, he'll just, you know.
Hey, Lonnie, how you been? All right, well, if you think that that's a good place to start, we should move on to that location then, and stop bothering people with axes.
Right.
You can't
Yes.
tell, the people with axes scare me.
Fair. Okay, so yeah, we'll head back to that guy, see if we can get better directions.
Back to the temple.
No, the bar, the guy.
Oh, yes.
He told us to go to Morden, so maybe he knows how to
Yeah,
get there.
you head back to the bar, and you find him there, still sitting alone, by himself. Wah, wah.
Hey, aren't we all really?
Yeah.
In the strictest sense, technically, you don't ever touch anybody in your life.
Oh my God! Don't do this to me.
Yeah, what if you just opened up really weirdly? We go and talk to Donnie. He's like, "Yeah, my wife left me." Just like in a
My
really
wife.
like,
My
yeah,
wife.
it's about that quest, buddy. Hey,
My wife.
my wife.
Anyway, you find him. He's there.
Yeah, I'll approach him. I'll say, hey, sorry,
Hey.
hey, sorry, Zephylos is way too sober for that. Zephylos says, sorry, to bug you again.
Mm-hmm.
We were the people talking to you maybe 20 minutes ago.
Mm-hmm.
We actually wanted to take a trip down to Morton.
Uh-huh.
Certainly
We were
thank
actually
you.
very intrigued by what you were saying. How would we get there?
Well, you gotta go through the swamp.
Yeah, I was told that part, but the thing
Mm-hmm.
about the swamp is it's kind of everywhere once you leave this village.
Mm-hmm.
So I was hoping for more specific.
It's like straight south of Canvas. Wait, let me see. You got a map?
Kind of. Here's a map.
And then you show him this like map that has like literally 3 things labeled on it. Let's see. How can I actually show you where it is according to a drunkard?
Just literally draw it on MS Paint.
Let's see. What if I like measured it out?
No, wait, draw it on MS Paint with your eyes closed. That might work.
Go on, Jim.
No, I'm thinking like an actual practical way. Can I mark something on top of Fog of War? What if I just like drew arrows somewhere?
Generally.
Like here, like I'll draw. This is so dumb.
What if you grab just like put a token? Oh no, we wouldn't see it 'cause it's Fog of War.
Here, I got a picture. I got picture that will copy it. I'm trying to go up to our Discord. Here we go. This is our new map.
Wait, I have it closed.
Yo, that's a little too high quality, and he can write in English, which is a huge step
I
up
mean,
from
yeah,
a drunkard.
that's pretty much what he shows you. He's like it's like right here, you know. It's pretty much straight to the south of the village. Like right there. And he like as he's pointing,
So
he
why do we
doesn't
have
point
arrow?
at like a completely specific spot. He like kind of waves it around a little bit.
Is the Barrows a very well-known structure?
No, it is
that-
not. Zephylos researched it when he was doing his research. Or
Okay,
rather,
so he knows.
he discovered it when he was doing his research. Whether it
Can I ask
clear or
Donnie, Lonnie Bonnie, if he knows about the Barrows, or would have Zephylos even told me?
Oh, the drunk man.
Yeah, Lonnie Bonnie Gani.
The what?
Well, Zephylos had told me about a place called the Barrows. Is that correct?
The graveyard. Does it have any significance?
I don't know.
It's near where you pointed on the map. I feel as though.
No, I
just
never
in
heard
case
of
it
it.
does have significance.
Never heard of it, man.
Fair enough.
Interesting.
All right. Well, thank you for that.
So, Zephylos, shall we speak to our brother in God?
What's this revealed patch in the southwest?
What's what? Oh, why is that there? Do I have a random stray light source somewhere?
I don't see it on my side, so I don't know. That must have been
Oh,
just like.
that
I only
is-
noticed it in the screenshot.
That
Yeah.
is weird.
I see it.
Yeah, why is it on your side? It's not on mine. He's cheating. He found a way to unhide things. DM, could we roll to ban for map for he's
See-
using walls?
See, previously I was trying to see like if I could like put a light source somewhere else, and that's where I initially copy pasted it to. But I don't know why it's still lit.
It's not on my side. My side is completely blacked out. So it must have been when he was logged in at
Like
some point.
right here.
Yeah.
Do you see the slightly brighter patch right there?
Yep.
Yeah, because I can't see any of that.
That's weird. When I highlight the party token, it doesn't show, but I can see it on the stream view. Really strange.
Bro, DM, can we ban him for cheating or not?
Let's see. What if I just like move this a little bit? Will it go away? Oh, did it go away?
I mean, the Fog of War is still unrevealed, but it's not light anymore.
We will know that there is a slight bit of trees in that
Yeah.
location, guys.
Yeah, so, yeah, I accidentally put a light source there. I don't know why it remained there after I deleted it, but it's gone now.
If we can figure out what the letters say there, though, maybe we could like cheese this session, just figure out what that word there is, and we just know exactly if it's worth heading over there.
Well, what letters?
There's just a teensy bit of
Literally,
bottom of
the
word.
tiniest ends of letters are showing.
Wait, can you not read this?
Not at all, no.
Wait, what? Why can you not read that?
I mean,
Look
I
at this
can see
picture.
the
Click
bottom.
into it. You can only see the bottoms of the letters.
Oh, what the heck? Why is it like that? It's
Why is
not
anything
supposed
like
to
it?
look like that. Oh, no. It's supposed to look like how it looks on the stream. Which, of course, you can't see now.
We don't cheese. Come on.
Oh, god damn. Am I gonna have to fix this crap again?
Wait. So
Oh
what does it
my
look like?
God.
Like what is the issue with this image? Because it doesn't look.
You
wrong.
should be able to see everything west of the River Salve.
Oh wait. Can you not? I think it's light. Wait. Oh wait, yeah, because mine has that entire left side.
Where you see
That's the bottom of the word miscellany right there.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, because on my side, I can see the entirety of the
God,
left
why
side.
is it behaving this way? I hate this.
So weird. Wait.
Bro.
I mean, we know it's
Okay.
there. It's okay.
Yeah, it's just interesting that your screen is so different than mine. That's so cool.
Okay, I'll fix it later.
Why do we always find that technical issue in the middle of sessions?
Now a good time to mention that technology tends to break around me.
Yes.
Well, thanks for telling us at session 22 about this. Oh wait, we should have him roll for performance to see if we can get his stuff fixed.
What I might just do is just put a bunch of light sources over there. Like if I just put this here.
Yeah. Wave the light source around in that area to uncover everything for him.
Oh, this is gonna take forever. I'll fix it later in a smarter way.
Just do like
Which
a one,
involves walls.
Put a one-way wall along
Yeah.
the river, and then put one really, really huge radius light source over there.
Yeah, I could do that too. But then the problem is that there's certain areas that are grayed out and there's certain that aren't. And it looks dumb. I'll fix it later. I have a better idea, but it'll take me some time.
Anywho,
Anywho.
Nothing ever goes wrong on the stream. We do everything professionally and perfect first try.
Obviously.
Right. So now that we have a vague idea, at the very least, of where Morden is, yeah, we can start heading back to Paterdomus. Just to, you know, see if, again, because if we're dealing with spirits in the swamp, maybe the priest would have a good idea of like what to do.
Yeah, I feel this is a great idea.
And then even if he doesn't, we just head into the swamp from there because we're more south, you know.
I feel like that's a good location to enter from anyway, because
that's where the gate is, right? Right.
Well, even if it was entering from this far in, we don't know if there's patrolling vampires. At least being near the river south means the vast majority won't be. We won't be surrounded, is what I mean.
Fair.
How long of a travel is that? It's like a day and a half travel, right? From Canifis to the Paterdomus Temple.
Let me check. Hang on.
"78 miles as the crow flies."
We'll probably go as the crow flies. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Whoa, you just instantly yeeted. Yeah, what is it, 24 miles per day?
Yeah.
So it's like 3 days.
Yeah.
And change.
We're gonna convince these guys to go on a walk for 3 days.
A week, actually, if you're counting the round trip.
Yeah. That's why at first I was like, I'll be here when you get back.
Yeah. Hey, buddy, you want to just go on a walk for 3 days over to the big old water place that kills you peoples?
Oh, to be completely reasonable, you're willing to walk with us into Death Swamp. I thought a small detour would be within reason.
You thought wrong.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Okay, I have my solution ready. Why is this light source not light? Okay, 100. Go. Can you see the left side now?
Nope.
What? What do you mean, no?
I can't see anything.
What? What is going on here? Oh, I know what's wrong. Hang on.
Ah.
Now you can see.
Yep.
Okay, so now I do this. Right, actually, what I need to do before that is log in as Shab so it saves his vision. Except that I don't have the link.
You know, this mountain
browser.
would be the perfect place to put a giant beacon to warn the rest of Misselin.
Shush.
Maybe,
We're not doing all fired up.
Fired up!
We're not doing all fired up. God
I feel like in the mountains, they could also have a creepy guy who collects bones. I don't know why, I just feel like that's the right location.
Oh crap, I don't remember what Shab's password is.
That's to me.
Oh, I don't know. I know his password. It's Hunter2.
Can't you pull it up in the player management?
Oh, here we go, I found it. Oh, wow, that's what I made his password? Okay. I made them all like stupid crap.
Yeah,
as
tell
you
me
guys
about
know.
Yep.
You guys all know what I'm talking about.
Yep.
Yeah, I was like, whenever you've had me first log in, I'm like, really?
It was just like the dumbest thing that I could think of, because I just could not think of anything.
I was like, I get puns and stuff, but you were just like, ha, yeah.
Yeah, low-hanging fruit, right?
I appreciated it, though. It gave me a good laugh.
Okay, now... Oh, see, now this is not... Okay, I just have to move it like one more time, and then it should be fixed for everybody. There we go. Okay. We should have normal vision for everyone now.
Huzzah.
Huzzah! Never have to do that again, please.
Huzzah.
Please, God, don't make me do that again. Okay. Where were we?
We were heading to Paterdomus.
Great. Heading back to Paterdomus. Okay, first day of travel. Actually, you just traveled for most of a day, so you have to sleep now. You'll have to wait till morning.
No, we can't stay at his mom's house. She doesn't even have any nuggies.
No, you can't stay at my mom's house.
I guess we're paying the gold.
Mithril.
No, it would be, what, 1 gold, 4 mithril total?
Yeah.
So, Zephylos, if you cover the 1 gold, I'll cover the 4 mithril.
Sure.
Yeah, we'll be almost equal for,
And
beers
actually, I want to ask if you would like to invest in my arcane future.
Is this like an MLM thing? I don't know if I'm...
Calling
No,
cards are going to be the future.
I have a scroll,
Ah,
and I don't have enough money to copy it.
what do you need to copy? How much?
Hold on. I have to do math. I don't know how to wizard. Give me 1 second. Wizard
Yeah.
5e.
Just let me know. I think I have 150.
Is it 10 times the spell level? What is it?
No, I wish.
Huh? It's more?
It's like 50 gold per spell level.
Oh, is it 50? Oh, shit. It might be
But
50.
I think I get a
right.
discount because like I'm a blood mage, so like
Oh,
blood
yes, you
spells
get,
get halved.
you get a discount on Hemomancy.
Your spellbook, copying a spell. It is
Yeah.
50
it's
GP per level, so it'd be 150.
50 GP and 2 hours per level.
But
Halved if it's in
because-
your native school.
yeah. I have Hemomancy 7, which says here.
Wait. Oh, hold up. Did you say savant?
Savant.
It's pronounced savant, yeah.
I think it's savant. Must be a
I
French
like
word.
savant, but that's too close to the Sabbath. You know, we can't be rude over here to
Yeah,
our...
we don't play on Sunday.
Okay, so that would mean that because I'm bad at math, it should be 75?
Yeah. You
Yeah,
have 75 gold?
75
Not
gold.
really.
I have 60. Can I borrow like 20, 30 gold?
Oh, yeah, easily. Yeah. We'll just go for the 30 just for safety, and I'll go ahead and subtract it out.
Which one are you copying?
Now, should I just use Electrum for my mithril stores right now?
You really don't have to separately
I
track them.
want to specifically because if it is contraband, I'd like to RP that a bit.
Fine.
Don't find me. I'm trying to fucking play your game.
I mean, what I would do from the practical sense is that it's like, you could just like go to a store and get a bunch of mithril coins, and then you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, but they wouldn't take our silver coin in return because it's contraband.
Yes, but you probably only have a handful of silver coins when you could
I have
easily give them a bunch
9
of
of them.
gold coin. You could easily give them a bunch of gold coins to get some mithril pieces.
But that means
Yeah,
the
I have
silver in my
5
pocket are
silver. There you
dead
go. I have enough
content.
silver to make a shank real quick to stab
Oh
him.
no, your 9 silver coins are lost.
But yeah, I actually want to copy down the animate blood spell,
Okay.
and it would take me 3 hours.
Just take you. Is the time halved or just the?
Time and cost are both halved.
Oh, okay. Oh yes, it's 2 hours per level. Yeah, so it'd be 3. Okay.
Yep.
Cool. You can easily do that during your stay at the inn.
Cool. And I won't prepare it now, only because I'm also not going to copy it down now. But I'll put it in my spell book. Okay, that's what I'm doing.
Cool.
Could Dermo also? I mean, we were there like the afternoon, right? So we have to kill a day before we leave in the morning. Is that correct?
Only a couple hours, but yeah.
Could Dermo kill a couple hours, just kind of like investigating the area of Canifis and the greater, within a safe region, of course, for fauna and flora.
You want to wander around outside of the village?
Not outside, you know what I mean? Like, kind of like no more than like eye shot, like far enough that there'd be things growing, like not cut down natively or trampled on.
Well, lucky
close
for
enough
you.
that I would get outside.
Lucky for you, the local plant life goes pretty much right up to the edge of the village.
Oh, nice.
So you need not stray far.
I don't stray far then, because fuck that.
Here in this village, you are right at the edge of the massive swamp, so most of the plant life here is swampy reeds and ferns, moss, fungi, things like that.
Do I have time to gather some extra herbs?
Sure. For potions?
Well, it will be for potions in the future. Right now it's for gathering. I'm just trying to have them ready so I'm not scuttlebugging later. But I'm going to collect them and then dry them naturally.
Yeah, so
they can be preserved.
Let's see. I mean, with the small area of like just the perimeter of this small village, you probably won't get much, if really any quantifiable amount at all. I mean, let's see, because normally it takes 4 hours to get like 1d8 plus whiz GP's worth of materials.
Right.
And that's 4 hours of like traveling through entirely new areas the whole time.
Okay, well, I'll spend 2 hours gathering anything, especially stuff that I haven't seen before.
Sure, make a survival check.
Sounds like a plan. Let's see. Survival starts with S. I learned that in my school.
That's right. I love how Dan just uses the chat as a calculator.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? That was a 20.
No, I'm pretty sure that's a 2.
Yeah,
There's
no, it
no
was
0 at the end of it.
It was. I swear to God, it was on it, and then it just gingerly fell over. No.
There must be some problem with Dice So Nice.
That is unfair. I literally had enough time to get excited and then have my excitement dashed.
You circle around the town, looking for some herbs, but it's just not enough area for you to scan to really find anything without straying too far from the village where you start to feel a little bit unsafe. It is dark and gloomy. There's these tall reeds which partially block vision in many places. It's a little unsettling. Unfortunately, within a safe distance, you don't find anything useful.
Well, shit. I got some shitty herbs and a lot of depression.
You found some grass.
Hey, shit, let's smoke it. Fuck it.
Get some dwarf weed.
Oh, this shit's strong. No. Other than that, could Dermo stop by a couple of the shops and see what's being sold?
Yeah, let me pull up my notes.
And
Do have notes here.
just for clarification, when it does happen, when he walks into the meat shop, he will sneer with disgust and leave.
The meat shop, yeah.
Yeah, just when that happens, you know.
Which meat shop is it?
All of them.
Rufus's Meat Emporium. Let me see. So, the village has a very small market and a handful of, I was going to say brick and mortar, but they're more like wood buildings that have shops.
Wood and mortar, yes.
Yes, wood and nails. Among the handful of shops, there is a rather small collection of mundane weapons. A similarly small collection of armors. Pretty much just like leather and chain shirts. And like really basic weapons like club, dagger, spear, short bow.
Wait,
warhammer.
Do they have a club dagger spear?
They do. They have a bow sword. No. Let's see. They also have some like basic sort of gear. You can find like lanterns, ropes, shovels, mundane items like that. There's plenty of food and water for purchase. Supply of non-meat food items is pretty limited, but you can find it.
I might just do a little shopping trip. Window shopping mostly.
Also, you notice that the prices here are significantly higher than back home.
Higher?
About 50% higher than normal prices.
Ooh. Is it like quality or is this like low quality shit?
It's mostly not very good quality stuff.
Okay. You know,
like the quality's probably a bit worse
how cheap
at best.
beer is.
The beer was not marked up, actually. I should have done that, but that's okay. I forgot.
Well, with how much I paid, it didn't matter, really.
That's true. You overpaid him by like 3 times.
All right. I promise I will not cry about the cost of a cheap beer.
I had to step away for a second. What did I miss?
Shopping!
He went shopping around. He didn't buy anything, but basically they have very limited sort of items apart from like the most mundane and basic of equipment and food and stuff. Also, everything's really expensive, but the quality's not good.
Yeah, sounds about right.
So, anything else before we pass the night?
Besides that, Dermo will try to see if there's any way he can get like pillows or comfortable blankets of sorts, because he's about to destroy Ben.
They don't really have much to help you out with.
I am going to tell Mom and Dad that I'm going through the swamp again.
Hey, Mom,
Okay.
Dad, I know you're disappointed in me, but just you wait to hear this next bit.
Okay, be safe.
What if they were like, thank God, go.
It's about time.
God, don't come back this time. We're tired of hearing about it.
I need a Canifus werewolf sitcom.
Get out of here, Vinny! Go, go! Let him know that I am showing a couple outsiders from across the Salve to Morton, where they hope to find the Meyer key.
Why so far there's not been any racist people so far? Like a fucking human, you idiot!
So, who got you? Dermo got called an idiot this
That's
session.
all right. That seems fair though. I feel like that's appropriate. I feel like you can only get upset if they're wrong, you know?
I tell them not to tell anybody where I'm going or what I'm doing, though.
As in the Mort Meyer swamp, no one can hear you scream.
Oh.
Hey, that's what some people look for in a partner. You know, they don't even. You know, this is free for some people. They're happy. Dude, don't threaten me with a good time. You know.
That's all I got.
Okay. Very quickly working on something. Hang on a second. Okay, so you spend the night at the inn. And no one disturbs you because you're at the inn, and you wake up the next morning where they are serving some very crappy pork-based dish.
Dermo will not eat that.
You gather up back together in the morning.
I'm impressed they got pig out here.
Yeah, definitely seems very unimpressed with the dish. He's like, I'll stick to the beef jerky that's in my rations. Thanks.
He eats that and gets violently ill.
Yeah, let's not.
Turns out the zombie meat was pretty nutritious. You should have had that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dermo will take literally not even a half look at the food and instantly be like, "Nah, I'm not doing that."
So when I meet up with them, like, so how is the food? Put some hair on your chest.
Dermo's going to immediately look at him and say, "Do you think I need any more hair?"
Yes.
Does he have eyes? Quick question.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention I've got like this cloth wrapped around my eyes. I can't actually see anything.
He has a cloth around his eye that specifically says, "I am blind." I didn't catch that one earlier.
Oh.
Yeah, it was
Chest.
it was interesting, to say the least.
I imagine it was probably not cooked all the way through. I know you humans prefer it that way. Don't prefer it that way.
Did he say you humans?
Us humans, yeah.
Yeah. So do I see a blindfold on him, or is this is this a test?
Anyway.
Can you imagine how annoyed you'd be if you're just like this giant beast and you just keep getting called a human by dude?
Yeah, us humans. This guy's a fucking porcupine on steroids. What do you mean, us humans?
You're from across the river. I don't know what the fuck you are.
Well, that actually brings up a great question. What information do you have about us? Is there any folklores about what goes on past the river?
Well, I always heard that you all live in these grand palaces of gold, eating
Now,
cake,
can we tell him the truth and say that's absolutely true?
eating cake, and something other than stew all day long. At the
Well, we only eat
fields
stew whenever we can get a fresh shipment of werewolf. Honestly,
the fields are gold with not livestock.
well, I thought it would have been true. He missed the one true thing.
There are no oppressive leaders.
False.
Yeah,
Sorry to
but
tell you,
that's
but in
been fairy tale.
about 3,000 years, you're about to get some really bad news. No. Isn't it entertaining hearing stories about where you're from and realizing how little and how imaginative people can be? Little understanding, should I say. Little understanding and imaginative.
Well,
We
here
have
in
we have so many stories of the grotesque atrocities that happen over here, but so far, I mean, there's only been one atrocity so far, so I count that as a we'll call that a mulligan.
you got here at the latter half of the day. You missed the morning fun.
Yeah, we had 6 sacrifices before noon, you know? What's the population of the city?
City? This village.
12?
Yeah.
Zach, our local population expert. Unironically.
I think I had it in the. I want to say low. Like several hundred, maybe.
Hundreds? Okay.
Maybe 1,000 or 2.
Small enough that a murder is a big deal, but big enough that it's not like your brother.
Hopefully.
Well, we just woke up, right?
Yes.
Make sure to subtract the gold from your for the night of this day.
Never mind. I have the population of Canopus at 14,000.
14,000.
Bit high.
14,000.
Wouldn't it be hilarious if, like, we accidentally were just in one suburb and we called it the entirety of Canopus?
Because like, there's a whole race of werewolves, and they almost exclusively live in Ganefis. So that's saying there's only, like, between 15 and 20,000 werewolves in all of Morytania.
The important question here is, what would be funnier?
Of course, I would have the region a lot bigger than this. I would have I would have Morytania at 59,000 square miles.
59,000 square miles. How many square miles we got here? Hang on.
I vote that we make Morytania great again.
Too soon. It's like 350 by 200, which is...
That's actually bigger than what
70,000 square miles. Oh, wait, no, I did count this left area, so maybe 60,000.
Which, I mean...
And there might be a bit of ocean that I counted too. Oh, there was. Maybe 50,000.
So, off to Paterdomus then?
Off to Paterdomus.
Okay. You set off. And what was it, 24 miles per day? So the first day, make to about here. So you leave the town. The landscape is familiar. I won't go bother describing it once again, but it is damp marshland here, just to the north of the spooky parts of the swamp.
Damp.
Oh yes. Okay. So let me do some things. Let me think for a second. Actually, hang on. Okay. When you are getting ready to settle down for the evening, you pass pretty much nobody on this road. It's very dead, and this is not an actively used road. But you do begin to see a singular humanoid approaching from...
Does he have a tail?
See, I was getting to that. You do see a singular humanoid approaching from the direction toward you were traveling. So he's coming towards you. Do I have a stat block for this guy? I just wanted to see what he's wearing. Okay. And he takes note of you when you're about maybe 100 yards or 50, 60 yards apart from one another. Does not appear to make any hostile movements, but rather just kind of slows his pace and continues walking forward. Cautious as anyone would be. He is armored. He wears this what kind of armor is he wearing? Like a half plate kind of armor, but with a dull-ish kind of green color. He does indeed have a tail.
What kind of tail? Is this reptilian, or is it furry, or is it?
Oh, it's like well, he has red skin, but kind of like a demon sort of color, but he doesn't look like a demon, really. He looks more like a human, or like some kind of more human-looking version of a demon, but he's got kind of like a sort of like a soft, like scaly, snake-like tail with a little point at the end, like a little barb.
Oz, have you ever seen a creature like this before?
Let's see. Would he have? How much time has he spent in Canvas?
He grew up in Canifis.
Okay.
So it's the last 5 years he hasn't been there.
The last 5 years he wasn't there?
Yeah.
Wait. You just returned from a 5-year hiatus, said, "Hey, Mom, I'm going back into the swamp," and just ditched.
I've been back for a couple of months.
Okay, a couple of months. Okay. Make a intelligence check, I guess.
Oh dear.
Is this int bad? Did you dump int? Oh, you did dump int. Okay, that's fine. You recognize this guy. He's kind of hard to miss because he's so weird looking. You have not met him though. You don't know what his name is. But you have noted that he often is seen wearing this, relative to this location, extravagant equipment. Like this.
Even if you knew what his name was, you wouldn't really know what his name is.
I've seen him around.
Is he a threat?
Not to my knowledge.
Okay.
I mean, I'm assuming unless you provoke him.
We should give him a berth, and we should. Does he have his weapon drawn or no?
No, he does not. It is at his belt.
We should give him a berth and watch ourselves just in case. But he doesn't seem to be aggressive, so we shouldn't bother him.
Never a bad strategy.
He, as you get a little bit closer, and both parties are like kind of wary of one another, he gives a reassuring sort of wave.
So awkward. Don't wave. God. I'll wave back.
Hello there.
Morning.
I mean no harm. Just passing on.
Aye. Neither do we. Fair travels.
Travel safely.
Yeah,
Just a little nod as you pass.
I'm not even gonna mention it because I don't know if what he is normal out here. But as soon as I think he's out of earshot, I'm going to immediately turn to Oz and say, "What is he?"
Do I know?
I don't think so. Pretty sure this guy is like a 100% unique character in this lore.
Never seen another of his kind. No idea what he is.
My God.
I don't even have a meta answer for that question.
I have a meta answer.
Like he's
Not
like
character one.
Like he's like a pseudo demon or like a half demon or something.
All right.
Is he just a regular demon? I don't know.
He's actually
I don't know if it's
a regular
ever explained.
demon.
He's just a demon? Okay.
He is. So he's a
But there's
demon.
no other demon that just looks like a dude with red skin and a tail and hooves.
Well, no. So it's explained in future quests that demons have the power to shapeshift and kind of look how they want. He picks a slender, murderous form because the whole reason he's in Morytania, and he's the only demon in Morytania, is because he killed all the other ones that were here. And he's a Slayer
Where
master.
did this come from?
Yeah, and there's whole lore on him.
Is this from the Slayer skill lore?
Yeah. He
okay.
he killed all the other demons, and that's his shtick. He's just like he's the top dog of Morytania.
Wow, well, good for him.
What was his name again?
Yeah, you don't become a Slayer master by not murdering everyone. I mean, let's be real.
I decided that I wanted to pronounce it Mashna.
Yes, Moshner is actually how you're supposed to pronounce it.
Moshner. I think that's the result of the British accent.
Sounds
But
really
Yeah.
dumb. I've always called him Mazkna.
Yeah, I always do
Moskna.
too. That's exactly how I said it. You
That
just kind
sounds
of,
cooler, but it's harder to say.
just shut off your nose halfway through a word, and you got it. It's like you're trying to pretend to be like Russian or something.
In Mother Russia, demons.
Yeah. So I pulled up his
Moshna,
wiki page.
slay you.
I pulled up his wiki page.
Yeah.
He is a very skilled combatant and eventually became a Slayer Master. He chased away all the other demons in Morytania, gaining a Slayer Master monopoly in the area. Unlike other demons, strives to be good. That's it. That's all the lore we get from him.
There
You know what
really
annoys
isn't a
me the
lot.
most about his change in RS3 is they gave him adamant armor, but he's a Slayer Master. Like, what?
He's so good that he doesn't need rune.
They literally they put him in like Darok armor at one point, and then they downgraded him to fucking adamant.
Wait, he was wearing Darox?
Yeah, during like
When
Wargreat's
was
Sleep.
this?
It was like a modified Darok armor during Wargreat's Sleeps.
Hmm.
And then they were like, nah, he's too powerful looking. Let's make him look dumb and also give him adamant.
Nah, he looks like a badass.
There's nothing badass about Makazna.
I don't know what you're
mean,
talking
have
about.
you seen this
His
fan
big
art?
ass smile and everything. He smiles now. He's not allowed to smile.
I like how different people interpreted the green ambiguous clothing on the game model as armor and some like as pants.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Because it is not clear by the overly simplistic game 3D models.
Yeah.
Anyhow, that was my in-game way of saying, if you had gone to Canifus first, you could have had a friend help you
Well,
out
we
with
already
the
have a
fort.
friend.
That's what you think. I mean,
Could you imagine if we ended up with fucking Moxina as our like fucking like just as a party member? He's just hanging out with us.
NPC ally. Anyhow, it is time to set up for this night of travel.
Okay. As always, could I set up a lean-to with a bit more foliage as a deterrent for vision?
Oh, absolutely.
Would I need to do a survival check for that?
You're right.
Yeah, go
he does
ahead.
wear barrows. You son of a bitch. Hold on.
That's during while Gothic sleeps, huh?
Yeah, look.
Look at that.
Let me see.
That's custom too. They had to make that.
Yeah, I've seen this
that
before.
armor.
I've seen this
Look at
before. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, anyway,
They had
sorry.
to custom make that armor because that's not the regular armor.
Is that Derek's?
It's Darok's top, Twarag's legs, Aram hood.
Huh?
Yeah, he is
For
not
what
getting back
purpose?
at all. He is not getting good bonuses.
And what is that? A steel sword?
No, that looks like a what do you call it?
Oh no, that's the sword he has. It's like a weird hooked thing.
Yeah, that's a custom sword as well. They put
Yeah.
a lot of time into his model to never use him.
He's an important NPC.
I mean, he shows up, so he gets an A for effort for sure.
Not so much in quests, but like.
Yeah. He's great if you're like level 50. Not so great if you're like anything over level 50. The bad
Anyhow.
thing is he doesn't give any like great assignments unless you really just want to be in Morytania.
So, what was did you give me a survival check?
Yes, sir. I mean these damn survival checks. Hey, look,
Cool.
getting fucked again.
You struggle to find suitable foliage, for it is time to head to sleep.
I
But you
will
find
suffer.
some. Okay, give me your what is it called? Blind GM rolls for perception for
Yes,
the
sir.
night watches and an order of watches.
Line GM room.
We can do one also for Jared, I guess. Oh, we have the
Okay.
bird. We could either do Jared or do the bird, not both.
Well, the bird is here.
Yeah, okay, we'll do the bird then. I love how it puts question marks on the die. You fools.
We don't know what a blunder you've walked into.
Let's see, okay, there's a bird. Oh, wow,
I love the word
surprise.
blunder. It just sounds so funny.
Okay. Order?
Any. I don't think there's any specificality to it.
I want the one that's in the absolute dead of night.
Okay.
So, like,
Yeah,
the...
I'll take first watch then. No problem.
Okay, so Oz second, I suppose. Then Zephylos, then bird, if that's fine.
Sure. Yeah.
Just because I got such a bad roll on my what's it called? I would like it if I just have like weeds in my hair now. And that's what I think is like camouflaging me, and I'm not.
Okay.
Fence is killing.
Just a second. Do 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 do. Need to make another GM roll.
Rocks fall and everybody dies.
Lightning strikes directly onto you, and you die.
Oh.
Oh, it's supposed to be a D10. God damn it. Hang on. Do 0 means 10, right? Okay.
That depends.
Depends on what.
Do we want a low number or a high number for this? Which one is better for us?
Oh, none of them are better.
Oh.
Okay, but how many is appropriate though? Do. Get a little 5.
So
right?
apparently the sword that he's holding is supposed to be similar to the leaf-bladed.
Is it actually similar to the leaf-bladed sword?
The original leaf-bladed sword.
Like in appearance, does it look like the leaf-bladed sword or no?
It well, not in appearance, but like similar. Like I don't know. It was supposed to be similar. He has obviously a custom one, but I think that they were basing one or the other off of itself. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I would love to have that sword, honestly. I like the little hook at the end. It's cool.
Okay, let me just, place your guys on this map. No particular reason to be doing that, but,
Oh, no.
None whatsoever.
none whatsoever.
If you need to kill us, just shoot us in the leg. Like, we don't need to know about it.
Do-dee-dee-dee. Do-do-do. Yep, like that, and here we are. And let me make sure the lighting is good. Okay, and we have to reset the lighting now. Clear lights. No, don't do that. Reset fog of war. There we go. Okay, map. Who had first watch? Or no, it wasn't. It wasn't
I did. Dermo did.
Dermo was the first. Okay. Dermo.
Yes.
You. Oh, actually, I didn't roll a stealth yet. Hang on. That's kind of important.
Just say I killed everyone. I got it.
No, not quite. That is interesting. Okay. Let me just position these really quick. Okay. So, there's no way this is the right size. What the hell's going on here? Oh. That is really weird. Oh, why does it have a 2x scale? Why is that a thing that exists? I don't know.
Yeah, I really like how you put us in this nice, safe, circular area with absolutely no enemies.
Oh yeah. So Dermo,
that
actually,
there's not any chance of dying.
Is it Dermo? Can somebody roll a d4?
I can do it.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Zephylos, you've been chosen.
Oh goodness.
Zephylos, you. Let's see. You are asleep. You are asleep when you suddenly feel this like kind of warmth kind of envelop you a little bit, and you like jolt awake, and you feel like kind of strange, like you're really like drowsy because you can like barely move, but actually you have literally been engulfed by a cube of jelly. Roll for initiative.
Dude, if only Magasno was here to tell us how to handle this.
I don't think any of us have leveled Slayer at all, so I don't think we can damage it.
Well,
no
weirdly
damage.
enough, I actually used a lamp on it, so like, even though I've never trained it, you know, I'm like level 4.
Oh, hang on. This light source should definitely be larger radius. Let me fix it. Be like that, and there's actually 3 of them. Oh, boo! Shab's first roll on his new character. This is a nat 1. Oh no. Inhales. Wait, does he?
Oh,
Yeah.
could you throw my bird for me?
How?
Oh,
is it a class thing? Wait.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
it is. It's the
What? Oh, that. That's right. You're right. Okay. Good to know. Does your token have dark vision?
I don't.
No, it does not. I just gave it dark vision.
Awesome. Thank you.
Is it 60?
Yeah.
Okay.
Could I get my bird token, please?
Yes. Striggy, where are you? There he is. I'm gonna assume he's like there. You can move him if you want. So, I didn't roll for the cubes.
And how do I add 3 to initiative?
Oh, there he is. We need a initiative for Dermo too.
Oh, yep, sorry, I didn't do the thingy thing.
We're gonna start with a surprise round.
No, well, shit. You can't surprise me, motherfucker.
By the way, Dermo, your perception was a... what was it?
100, I know.
Wait. Oh no, your perception was actually pretty good. Hang on. Did I fuck this up? I fucked it up. Oh no.
No, you didn't. We're fighting
No, I
jellies.
didn't. Okay. No, I didn't. No, I did it right. Okay. We are starting with a surprise round, which will include, which will begin with this, this jelly, swallowing Zephylos. So Zephylos, can you Can you make a dex save?
Yes, I can.
Now, are you asking if he can or could he?
May I make a dex saving throw?
Oh, good. Let's see. On a successful save, you can choose to be pushed back or to the side of the cube. Okay, so, you can move yourself either to the south, like over here, or like here. One of these 3 spaces, or this one.
I'll roll over to be in front of Dermo so that,
Oh, sorry.
nope. Yep, there you go.
There you go. Okay,
Just-
so you feel the like warmth and the wet nastiness of this cube start touching you while you're asleep. You immediately wake up and you jump out of the way, thankfully, before it engulfs you.
Yeah, tell us more about this wet glue.
I think that counts as his action to do that, if I'm reading this correctly. Because it's
Do we
listed
notice anything
under
about it, or is it
actions.
pretty, like, really foreign?
Before you is a bluish greenish cube of goo, and it's filled with all sorts of debris, mostly like plants and like random objects, like pieces of sticks and rocks, but a couple of man-made objects, like bits of this fence that it just moved past, presumably. That is its turn.
It's full of junk.
It is full of random crap. Yes, oops. What is its speed? They're pretty slow. So he's gonna move there. And then it will kind of like distort itself to try and do like a blob of gelatin's best version of a punch. So it kind of just slams part of itself onto you here, Oz. And oh, why do your tokens not show the names when I hover on them? Let me make that a thing. Display name, hovered by anyone. There we go. Same for the other one. Hovered by anyone.
I love my token name.
Zach's new character. Oh no.
Oh, I love it.
Should I just call it Oz, or should I write out Vincent
No, leave
Oz
it
Osborne?
character forever.
Oz is fine.
Okay.
Oz is preferable.
Vince, Vinny, come on, what are we talking about here?
Okay. There we go. Yeah, see, it does that because I made that as the initial name, but then it keeps the token and character sheet name separate until you change it.
I don't know why. I just wish you could keep that forever.
Okay, so it slams itself towards
Zach's
you.
new character too.
Ooh, that's a fun noise.
Huh.
Let's see. You are asleep though, so I think it has advantage. Also, you're prone.
Yeah, I'm prone, which by itself.
This is a melee attack. Yeah, okay, it counts as a melee attack, so let me roll it again. Oh, yeah, you get to hear that noise again. It misses, actually. If your AC is 16. Wait, you're sleeping.
Which is why we get advantage, right?
No, this is why you're not wearing armor.
Ah, yes. Let me unequip that real quick.
Studded leather would be
AC
minus
14.
2. Yeah, okay, so it actually will hit you. I rolled a 15. So you awaken to the feeling of this just horrible, stinging pain, plus a little bit of a push, which amounts to 8 acid damage.
Look, I'm just saying, you know how many men would pay a lot of money to wake up to get sucked off, you know?
Oh my god, can we not? Oh, not marked. Prone. I'm gonna mark everybody prone until they get up. And we'll probably end at the start of the actual round 1 here, because we're out of time.
And
Dermo
wants
is
Chapter
not
and help with murder him.
prone. The bird, I don't know. Whatever. Don't care about the bird. The last cube will move here Oh, I guess Cephalos succeeded, so we'll say he's standing. It will move there, and then it can move the extra feet to make Cephalos do another dex save as it attempts to engulf you.
Wait, death save?
Dex save.
Oh no.
Boo! Okay, what the hell happens when you fail? On a failed save, the cube enters Cephalos' space. So you.
That was annoying when you rolling that one.
Let's see. So you're gonna take some acid damage.
That's good.
You take 6 acid damage from being engulfed by the cube. You also are starting to not be able to breathe. And on your turn, you can use an action to make a strength check to try and get out. Or I guess you can have someone help you, but they'll probably risk getting damage from the cube. Anyhow. Okay. We're going to end at the top of round 2. So we are out of time.
Alrighty.
Let me pause it before anybody does anything.
I'll take the out.
Okay. Alright. Let's pause here and wrap up with 3 favorites. Weird place to stop, but that's where we ended up.
Yeah, we've stopped here like 8 times already. It's fine.
Yeah. Also, this is totally not the same map that we saw previously that's rotated and mirrored.
I literally
so
wouldn't have noticed that, so don't worry. The only reason I know now because you just told us.
Good. You fool.
Honestly, rotated again a half degree, wouldn't even be able to remember.
Just rotate it back to where it was.
No, yeah, you could just rotate it back and forth. I genuinely would not notice.
Fair. Okay, cool.
Go first for once.
Yeah, go ahead.
Favorite thing that another player did was back when we were at the bar, and Cephalos and Dermo were discussing how fortunate this string of events has been of just randomly meeting like the first person they talk to in town is just willing to help them. It's like, you're not wrong. My favorite thing that the GM did was that tidbit of silver being illegal here, including silver coins and using mithril instead. I appreciated that very logical little world building tidbit.
Yeah, genuinely, I was in a gas station when that happened, and I genuinely had to pause. I was like, oh my god. I was like, oh my god.
It makes so much sense now. See, it's something that doesn't come up in...
Logical, but I wouldn't have even thought about that.
It's something that would never come up in the video game, not only because of video game, but also because there's no silver coins.
Yeah, it's all gold pieces.
But it just made sense.
Yeah, total sense. My favorite thing that I did was having my parents both be alive and well.
For the first time in any game ever.
And as a rogue, sort of.
Yeah.
It's like a double whammy.
Those are my 3.
Wait, you get to have both your parents? It's okay. My parents are still alive too. They're pretty happy.
Excellent.
I was gonna say, Cephalos' parents are also alive, and
This is the weirdest D&D session, or not session, but campaign ever. I mean, how the hell have we all made it through with our parents alive?
it's crazy.
Mine have now kind of been like just barely off screen, so they're a little bit closer to danger.
This is like, what's it called? This is like Tom and Jerry, where like your parents are there, but it's like cut off at the neck. You know, you never knew who they are, but like they're in the thing. Yeah.
But yeah. I'll do the next one. My favorite thing another player did. I like how Dermo. I don't know if like you're playing him off as being drunk or like again, it's one of the three, and I haven't put my finger on it yet. But either he's being drunk, he's being overly friendly because he's lost a lot of friends, or he's being weird because he's now a warlock. But he's being really chummy and weird, and it's one of the three, and I want to figure it out.
What if it was a secret fourth option?
Then I will be bamboozled. Something I didn't really do much this session, but
You did plenty, don't worry.
Sure you did. You did a third of the roleplay.
Roleplay.
I like bugging the poor lumberjack werewolf in town. This poor guy's just trying to chop wood, and I'm here like a detective, being like, "Yeah, so about the mallet guy, you know." And I like that, even though he was growing more and more unimpressed with me. I'm like, no, I'm going to keep answering questions until he attacks me. It's fine. As per the GM, super shout out. I knew as soon as we started the session this would be mine for you because you started on such a strong note. The sound effects you do for the game, amazing. We haven't experienced it yet, but let me tell you, when I cast my first fireball, all of you are going to be impressed.
I do like the sounds. Even though they're loud as shit for some reason on my end, and they almost blew out my eardrums.
Yeah.
I had to go into my settings after you did that last one, and I was like, oh shit, because my daughter's asleep like 5 feet away from me. And I was like, oh god.
I just noticed that somebody made 2 sound effects during the stream and they didn't go off. Or at least I didn't notice them. I am refunding the points. Oops. Okay.
Maybe they did go off, but like we didn't hear them because we were so busy having a great time.
Yeah, I don't know. It seems to do that occasionally. It's really annoying. Let's see if it does it again.
Well, at least we don't have like 10,000 viewers or something, you know. Then we'd have to feel bad.
Let's see. Where's a funny one? This one. Nobody plays this one ever. Will it go off though?
Oh, I have Twitch muted, so I never would have heard it anyway.
See, I'm supposed to hear it through my Streamlabs. Let's see, it's been like 10 seconds. I did not hear it. What the heck, man? What's with my sound effects? I'll have to fix that later. That sucks. I'll go next. Something that one of you guys did.
You all suck today, so.
Oh, jeez.
Easy answers.
I don't know. We just had an overall good session. But.
We was big chilling, you know?
Yeah, we're just chilling. We just RPing. I don't know. Did we really have many memorable moments today?
I can't remember. That was a joke.
I do like kind of how Zach is just kind of diving into like, oh yeah, I know this and that about the region, you know. Yeah, I've heard of it, I've been there, whatever. I think it's really interesting and good for us to kind of have this opportunity to introduce some Morytanian characters. It should be really fun for the story, and it's going well so far. Something that I did, I guess apart from just the silver versus mithril coins thing, which I thought was cool. Just having Mashna just like casually stroll by the road twice. As just like a fun little thing where it's like, this guy went over to this place, but you already did the thing.
Yeah, I was so genuinely confused
so
too.
there was an opportunity for like a little interaction with him there, but
I was even wondering,
under the circumstances,
does he mean like
it was
a
not
werewolf
taken,
or something? Like, I genuinely had a like in my head, I was like, what is this on? Like, you made it so obvious it was important, so I was like, do I say something? Do I do something? Like, what?
I couldn't reveal it at that time. It made sense not to make it that obvious because it was dark or whatever. And so I made it subtle there.
Well, congratulations! You bothered me for a whole day and a half.
But yeah, what I had was like, okay, Mashna's gonna be like in the village, and then he's gonna be like, if you guys go straight there and don't stop at the fort, then he'll be like, I'm going to this place, come with me, and then you would be like NPC ally. But it didn't turn out that way. That's okay. But now, see, he went there and he was, he would have gone there and be like, everything's dead. Okay, and then just leaves.
So wait, he checks up on the Slayer Tower just as a fun little like hobby of his.
Oh yeah.
I got some free time. Let me go check it out.
Yeah, like I said, he's a badass.
He is a badass. Is it my turn? Or is this?
Anyhow,
is this
I think I'm good.
All right. Favorite thing that someone else did. I really think that Jared pulled this one together for us. I don't know how we could have gotten through this session without him, genuinely. Other than him, though, I feel like I should shine some respect onto Zephylos. Just, whenever he asked, like, what should we say, I gave him a list, and when we went into conversations, he literally went down the list, and, as much as you can, like, being a detective's difficult, so it was nice to, really get in there and see what we could find out. I'm glad that he didn't just, I'm losing my voice over here. I'm glad he didn't go too gung-ho with it. When it came to it, like, we didn't get the first lead about, sorry. We didn't get that first lead and just say, all right, let's go do that. He was willing to say, okay, let's find out other stuff, let's spend some time and do other things instead of just railroading straight to the danger zone, which I don't think would fit Zephylos anyway. So I think that's good. DM thing is, and all the things I ever want to say, you already say, so it's like really hard. No, I don't know, whenever it comes to stuff like that, I do like those little details where you always wonder, like, what did I miss by doing this or that? And that suspense where you, like, it was unnecessary, really. Like, oh, you see a dude walking and he does nothing. It's like, cool. And then he comes up again and you're like, hey, wait a minute. I always love that, because you're always wondering, what's the red herring? What's the actual hint? What's the secret? You know what I mean? Like, and putting them in there and just not being too forward, you're just like, okay, was that the hint, or am I just reading way too into this? And then other than that, I mean, Dermo just being weird after the boys had left us. and I think Zephylos is catching on about, just that aspect of like, just really trying to awkwardly fit in, just to like not scare people away again. But yeah, absolutely.
Cool. Oh, see, like, yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to fix this sound effects thing. I don't know what's going on. I'll have to look at this later. Where do I find the browser extension URL, browser source thing? I don't know. This is bugging me.
Yeah, it's bugging me too, man.
Is it?
Oh yeah, I can't even sleep right now. How are you letting this happen?
I don't know. Let's see. Discord. No, no, not Discord. Twitch extension. Log in. Yep, okay. Now, can you just give me the URL that I need, please? I need to know the URLs. Dashboard. Channel points. That's not it. Test rewards. Oh. Copy URL. Here we go. Okay, let me see if this is right now. Properties. What if I refresh the cache? Okay, let's try one more time.
Oh, hi. Thanks for checking in. I'm
now
still
it
a piece
works.
of garbage.
Oh my god, it works now. Okay. Yikes. Okay, sorry. I had to do that while the stream was running though, so I could make sure it works. Cool. Sorry if I've been a little bit scatterbrained. I just got over being sick. Like this morning.
Ooh.
So yeah, I had to miss class for like 3 days. It's not fun. But anyhow, good session. Had fun. Lots of good RP.
Thank you much.
I might have to miss next week because I think I'm going to be doing something. But I'll let you know because I don't know the exact time that I'm going to be.
We'll just have to play without you, I guess.
Yeah, you guys are going to have to DM without me.
No, we're not even gonna DM. We're just gonna role play.
Oh.
Yep, we're all going to roleplay, stuck in the first round of combat,
Yeah, you can roleplay being inside a gelatinous cube.
Chatting in circle while jellies are murdering us, and we're just like, so, about that Morytania stuff, right?
It's when we find out that we have that secret Disney princess power of pausing time around us so we can monologue to each other.
Oh, yes.
About our true feelings.
Turns out my father was actually an ancient ice prince.
Thank you, Mrs. DM, for 10 months subscribing. Wow.
Hey.
At some point, instead of how many years of marriage, it'll be how long you guys have been subscribed to each other.
How long subscribed? Yeah. She's my #1 fan. Yeah.
Shit, my wife's not even my #3 fan some days.
Alright, I have to head off, homies.
All right.
Again, it was a good session.
Yep. See you guys later.
Peace.
Bye-bye.